to all of the Rasmus kinfolk out here. And there are a lot. It's just good. It's good to be here in the Piney Point. Okay, right. the Piney Point. Right. So look, let me just say, look, today we cut the ribbon to celebrate the $1 million plus renovations to the park, and it's only fitting that we remember and celebrate Walter J. Rasmus Sr. and his contribution to the community. And again, I want to recognize the Rasmus family. They continue to have a strong ties to the Piney Point area and use the park for family reunions and other events. And I'm blessed to know many members of this family. Juanita, Pastor Juanita, good to see you. You know, and Walter J. Rasmus Park has been a part of the city's park system since 1960. Used to be called the Blossom Heights Park, but I kind of remember that, the Blossom Heights Park. And then in 1989, based on a strong push by the community and the contributions of Walter J. Rasmus, the park's name was changed in honor of his contribution to this community. And so, you know, and I went up to Pastor Rudy. I said, 1982. I don't think that was your daddy. Otherwise, he had some strong genes, you know. But the grandfather. And throughout that time, as Kenny Allen said, the director said, he was a linchpin, a keystone of this community. And then there are two of his many accomplishments, including the establishment of a free school bus service that allowed black students in the community to further their education at Booker T. Washington High School. And then during the Great Depression, and I love this, he provided a mule-drawn wagon to bring food and clothing from the downtown area to the friends and neighborhood in his community. And it's quite understandable because this family is a family of service. Meeting the needs of folk who are oftentimes less fortunate than themselves. But look, neighborhood parks represent the heart and soul of every community. And I know we have big signature parks in the city, but it's the neighborhood parks that really help to bring life to the community itself. And that's our focus in the city of Houston, to invest in our local neighborhood parks. And often these are the parks that have been overlooked for a long, long, long time. So I want to congratulate the Rasmus family, and most of all, I want to congratulate the people in this community for hanging in there and working with us. And then I want to close by thanking the employees of the Houston Parks and Rec Department. You know, I have 23 departments. But I want to thank and acknowledge the Houston Parks Department employees who are covering 640 square miles and meeting the needs of local neighborhood parks as well as everything else. So they are the ones that are mowing, and they are the ones who are making the repairs, and they are the ones that are out here, even with coronavirus. Even during this past 12 months, they have been out on the front line. So I certainly want to thank them. And is that Mimi? Yes. Mimi, let me thank you for running the Parks Department, and appreciate your steadfast leadership. You know I love you. Keep sending me texts and let me know what's happening. I have to close by saying, you know, I have a lot of folk in the city of Houston. I don't know how 21,000 employees got my cell phone. But I tell you, they don't mind using that cell phone. And then Chief Troy Fenner, I thought I was popular. But let me tell you, my phone blew up. If I hadn't made him chief, I was going to have to leave the city of Houston. So thank you. Thank all of you for making things happen in our city. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Oh, this park will truly be a historical monument. It will show the total integrity of this community. And I am a Rasmus. My mother is the daughter of Walter Rasmus, who the park is named after. Yes, and so we're very proud of leaving footprints, lasting memories in the community. Yes, and many contributions have been made by the Rasmus family, so we are just glad to have, in essence, a historical marker that will be the future, an indication that there was dedication and loyalty to the success of the community.
Parks are the keystone to a community. We have a good park, we have a place for children to come and play, to grow and meet. And being a resident of this neighborhood, this park to me, when I was growing up, we kept all the baseball equipment, we would take it, and they would come to my house and then come to the park every evening. This was the keystone that we dreamed about every evening, and it meant a lot to us.
Well, it's wonderful. It's a blessing and a pleasure to be here to recognize my grandfather. That's my grandfather. I'm the second oldest grandchild, and all my others, living. And my mother was Rolina Rasmus Marshall, his daughter. And it's just a pleasure and it's an honor to be here to recognize him, because he was the Pied Piper of Pied Piper. So it's great, great.
So that the generations to come might know. Thank you, Rasmus family, for your contributions, along with many other families from the Piney Point community.
The part that I love about this is my great-grandfather, and I had a chance to meet him before he passed away. And when we were younger kids, we really couldn't come to the park at that particular time because the structure was just unbalanced. But today, I'm happy so that my grandkids and my great-grandkids can come here and enjoy the park. This will definitely go down in history, yes, absolutely.
It's a beautiful park, it's a community park, and a lot of history in this park. So this is a great day for the city.
Thank you, Mayor Sylvester Turner. Great, thanks for everything.